In this video, we'll reveal the top tips and tricks for traveling with your furry friend on El Camino. We'll also explore the north part of El Camino, showcasing why it's the best route. Plus, we'll highlight the most authentic local foods, from artisanal cheeses to must-visit wineries.
We know how much we love our pets. Embark on a journey of a lifetime with your furry companion, and discover the breathtaking beauty of El Camino de Santiago, the ultimate pet-friendly pilgrimage. And we know we love to take them everywhere we go, and that's what this video is about. A pet-friendly pilgrimage. These are the do's and don'ts for bringing a pet on El Camino de Santiago. Going on the El Camino with your pet is a great way to experience the culture and beauty of Spain. However, there are some important do's and don'ts to keep in mind when bringing your pet along for the journey. Knowing what these are will ensure that you and your furry friend have a safe and enjoyable experience on this historic pilgrimage. These are the do's. Number 1. If you're planning to travel with your pet, it's important to make sure that you bring all the necessary paperwork and vaccination records. Having these documents can help ensure smooth travel for both you and your pet, so make sure to have them on hand. Number 2. Keep your pet on a leash at all times to ensure their safety and the safety of others on the route. Not only does it protect them from potential hazards, but it also ensures the safety of other people on the route. Leashes are an important way to maintain control of your pet and ensure that they stay close to you at all times. Number 3. Before heading out on any pet outing, it's important to make sure you have all the necessary supplies. This includes plenty of water and food for your furry friend, as well as any medications they may need. By taking the time to plan ahead, you can ensure that your pet is comfortable and safe during your adventures. Number 4. Clean up after your pet and dispose of waste properly. Keeping our environment clean and safe for everyone is an important responsibility, and that includes our furry friends. Cleaning up after your pet doesn't have to be a hassle. With the right tools and techniques, you can easily dispose of waste properly, and keep your yard or home free from germs, bacteria, and unpleasant odors. Number 5. Stay in pet-friendly accommodations along the route and inform them in advance that you will be bringing a pet. If you're planning a road trip with your four-legged friend, it pays to do your research ahead of time and book pet-friendly accommodations. You'll want to call ahead and let them know that you'll be bringing a pet, so they can make sure they have the necessary amenities. With the right preparation, you and your pet can enjoy a stress-free journey. Number 6. Consider the weather conditions and terrain of the route before bringing your pet, as some breeds may not be suitable for the journey. When bringing your pet on a journey, it's important to consider the environmental conditions and terrain of the route. Different breeds have different levels of endurance, and may not be able to handle the extreme temperatures, long distances, or rough ground they may encounter. Doing some research ahead of time can help ensure that your pet remains safe and comfortable during the trip. These are the don'ts. Number 1. Don't bring an aggressive or poorly trained pet on the route, as this can be dangerous for other pilgrims and your pet. Pilgrims planning on taking a journey should always think twice before bringing along their pets. It is therefore essential to consider the safety of all travelers before bringing a pet on any journey. Number 2. Don't leave your pet unattended or tied up outside of accommodations or restaurants. Whether you're away for a day or a weekend, it's important to make sure that your pet is safe and comfortable. A pet unattended or tied up outside of accommodations or restaurants can be dangerous and can lead to serious harm. It's best to avoid leaving your pet unattended unless it's absolutely necessary. Number 3. Don't let your pet off leash, as this can be dangerous for them and for others on the route. The safety of your pet should always be your number 1 priority. Keeping them on a leash while outdoors is the best way to ensure they don't wander off and get into danger. Not only that, but letting them off leash can put other people and animals in harm's way as well. Number 4. Don't assume that all accommodations along the route are pet-friendly, as some may have restrictions or additional fees. Before you hit the open road, it's important to remember that not all accommodations along the route are pet-friendly. Some may have restrictions or additional fees that you need to be aware of, so do some research beforehand and plan accordingly. Number 4. Don't bring a pet if you are not prepared to care for them properly throughout the journey. When traveling with a pet, it is important to be prepared for the journey. A pet can add an extra layer of responsibility and costs, so it's important to make sure you have everything you need to care for them properly before bringing them along. From food and water to finding suitable accommodation that allows pets, planning ahead will ensure your furry friend has a safe and enjoyable experience. Remember, bringing a pet on El Camino de Santiago requires careful planning and consideration. By following these do's and don'ts, you can ensure a safe and enjoyable journey for both you and your furry companion. If you like this video, please subscribe.
El Camino del Norte. Why go on a pilgrimage this way? El Camino de Santiago de Compostela is a pilgrimage in Europe that stretches from France to Spain. It is also known as the Camino de Santiago, or Way of St. James, Santiago Way, Camino France, Camino French Way. And it has been traveled by pilgrims for centuries. This route offers an opportunity to explore the history and culture of Spain while taking part in a spiritual journey. Along the way, you will experience breathtaking landscapes, quaint villages, and spectacular views of the Atlantic Ocean. Whether you are looking for a spiritual journey or simply want to explore another part of Europe, El Camino del Norte is sure to provide an unforgettable experience. With these essential tips, we can help you plan your trip. Planning a trip along El Camino can be an exciting and rewarding experience. Here are some essential tips for planning your trip along the way. With these tips in mind, you can ensure that your journey will be comfortable and enjoyable. Best places to visit on El Camino del Norte. Top attractions on the way to Santiago de Compostela. This way is one of the most popular pilgrimage routes in the world, attracting thousands of visitors every year. The journey to Santiago de Compostela is not only a religious experience, but also an opportunity to immerse oneself in the rich history, culture, and natural beauty of northern Spain. Here are some of the top attractions and best places to visit on your way to Santiago de Compostela. Number 1. San Sebastian is a great place to visit, with its gorgeous beaches, delicious food, and amazing architecture. You can indulge in pincho, Basque-style tapas, stroll the promenade, or climb up Mount Urgell for panoramic views of the city. Number 2. Bilbao is home of the Guggenheim Museum, cultural hub of the Basque region. Art lovers should definitely visit the museum for its amazing architecture and art collection. Bilbao's Old Town has amazing shops and restaurants that serve delicious Basque food. Number 3. Oviedo is the capital of Asturias, a medieval city known for its historic architecture and religious significance. The Cathedral of San Salvador, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is a must-see attraction. You can also explore the nearby Naranco Hill and its pre-Romanesque churches. Number 4. Lugo is an ancient Roman city with well-preserved Roman walls, which are still intact after more than 2,000 years. You can take a walk along the walls and enjoy views of the city and the surrounding countryside. Number 5. Santiago de Compostela, a destination of El Camino del Norte, is a beautiful city steeped in history and culture. The Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela, the final resting place of St. James the Apostle, is the main attraction. Go explore the Old Town, check out San Martin Pinario Monastery, and take a walk in Alameda Park for a charming day. Apart from these top attractions, there are many other things to do on the way. Explore the beautiful Basque country, savor Galician seafood, and be welcomed by the friendly locals. Other noteworthy places to visit include the charming seaside town of Castro Urdiales, the picturesque village of Cudolero, and the historic city of Lugo, which is known for its Roman walls. El Camino del Norte offers a unique and unforgettable experience for travelers. Beautiful beaches of San Sebastian to the ancient Roman walls of Lugo. There are many amazing places to visit on the way to Santiago de Compostela. What you need to know before planning a trip. El Camino del Norte is a popular pilgrimage route along Spain's northern coast. Here are some things you need to know before you go. Planning your trip. First, decide the length and starting point. You can walk the Camino de Santiago from France or start at any point along the way. Do your research and choose the best route for you. Packing your backpack list. One of the most important things to consider when planning a trip to El Camino del Norte is what to pack. The weather can be unpredictable, so it's important to pack for all types of weather. If you like the video so far, please take a moment to subscribe and like. Some of the items you'll need include comfortable walking shoes, a raincoat, a hat, sunscreen, and a water bottle. Also, pack a first aid kit and any medication you might need. Accommodation. There are many different types of accommodation along the route, including hostels, hotels, and guest houses. Book accommodation ahead of time, especially in peak season. Albergues are a great, budget-friendly option for stays. Keep in mind that some albergues have rules, such as curfews and lights-out times, so be sure to check the rules before booking. Transportation. Getting to the starting point of El Camino del Norte can be a challenge, but there are several options available. You can fly into one of the major cities along the route, such as Bilbao or Santander, and take a bus or train to your starting point. You can also hire a private transfer or rent a car. Once you're on the route, you can walk or take public transportation to your next destination. Food and water. El Camino is known for its delicious food, including fresh seafood and local specialties. Stay hydrated, there are plenty of places to refill your water bottle along the way. Stock up on snacks at local markets and cafes, but be aware that they may close for siesta in the afternoon. It's also a good idea to carry some cash with you, as not all places accept credit cards. Etiquette along the Camino. There are certain customs and etiquette that pilgrims are expected to follow. For example, it's customary to greet other pilgrims with Buen Camino, which means good journey. It's also important to respect the environment and leave no trace behind. Be mindful of noise levels, especially in the early morning or late at night when other pilgrims may be sleeping. Respect the local culture and traditions, and always ask permission before taking photos of people or places. Before embarking on your journey, it's important to do your research and prepare accordingly. By following these tips and being mindful of the local customs and etiquette, you can have a truly rewarding and unforgettable experience. A very important note is to bring comfortable shoes, a good backpack, and any necessary medications or first aid supplies. Essential gear for walking El Camino del Norte, what you need to know. Walking gear. Good shoes are key for a successful long-distance walk. Make sure they fit well and are broken in before you start. Invest in good hiking shoes and pack supplies to guard against blisters. Get a backpack that's lightweight, well-fitted and has padded strap/waist belt for extra support. It should also have enough room to pack all your stuff. What to bring on the Camino del Norte in addition to shoes and a backpack? There are several other items that are essential for walking El Camino del Norte. Here's a list of what to bring. Number 1. Clothing. Layer up for hiking with a waterproof jacket, hat, gloves and quick-drying pants/moisture-wicking shirts. Number 2. Sleeping bag must be lightweight. Make sure it's rated for the temperatures you'll be in. Most hostels require you to bring your own or rent one. Number 3. Toiletries in a small bag with essentials such as a toothbrush, toothpaste, soap, and shampoo. Bring a small towel and wet wipes. Number 4. First aid kit should include bandages, antiseptic wipes, pain relievers, and any prescription medications you need. Number 5. Water bottle. Staying hydrated is important, so bring a reusable water bottle that can be refilled along the way. Number 6. Walking poles can help reduce the impact on your knees and provide extra support on steep inclines. Number 7. Physical maps and guidebooks. Even though the Camino del Norte is well marked, it's still a good idea to help you find your way. Number 8. Cash and identification, such as a passport or driver's license, in case of emergencies. The Camino del Norte is just one of several routes that make up the Way of St. James, a network of pilgrimage trails that lead to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela in Galicia, Spain. If you're walking any of the other Camino routes, many of the same items will still be essential. Here are a few additional items to consider. Compeed or blister pads to prevent and treat blisters. Walking long distances can be tough on your feet. Sunscreen will protect your skin from the sun with a high SPF. Hat and sunglasses to shield your face from the sun. Lightweight backpack to carry your belongings with you, so choose a comfortable one to wear for long periods of time. Snacks, such as energy bars or trail mix to keep your energy levels up throughout the day. Headlamp or flashlight for walking early in the morning or late at night, to help you see in the dark. Earplugs can help you get a good night's sleep and block out any noise. Quick drying clothing materials that are easy to wash and dry overnight. Lightweight sleeping bag if you're staying in albergues or hostels can provide extra warmth and comfort. First aid kit with basic supplies such as bandages, antiseptic, and pain relievers. Where to stay along the way on the El Camino del Norte? The Camino del Norte, or the northern route of El Camino de Santiago, stretches along the northern coast of Spain. The northern route of the Camino is a great adventure with rugged terrain and stunning coastal views. When traveling, it's important to plan ahead for accommodation along the way. There are a variety of accommodation options available on the Camino del Norte, ranging from albergues to hotels. Albergues are the most popular and affordable option for pilgrims, and they can be found in almost every town along the route. Albergues are typically run by volunteers and offer basic amenities such as bunk beds, communal bathrooms, and shared kitchen facilities. Many albergues also provide a pilgrim's menu, which is a 3-course meal offered at a reasonable price. Pilgrim's menu is a great way to explore local food and make new friends. It includes a starter, main course, dessert, and drink. If you prefer more privacy and comfort, there are also hotels and guest houses along the route. These accommodations offer private rooms, ensuite bathrooms, and sometimes even breakfast. However, they tend to be more expensive than albergues, so it's important to budget accordingly. Some popular hotel chains along the Camino del Norte include Paradores and NH Hotels. Another option for accommodation on the Camino del Norte is camping. However, camping is not allowed everywhere along the route, so it's important to check in advance. Some campsites provide tents and other camping gear, while others require you to bring your own. If you're looking for a unique experience, there are also options for staying with local families along the route. This is known as Casa Rural or Agroturismo, and it provides a more immersive experience in the local culture. These accommodations are usually small, family-run businesses that offer home-cooked meals and a chance to connect with the locals. When planning your accommodation along the Camino del Norte, it's important to keep in mind that some towns have limited options for accommodation. It's a good idea to plan your route in advance and make reservations, if possible, especially during peak season. Some popular stops along the route include San Sebastian, Bilbao, Santander, and Oviedo. These larger cities offer a wider range of accommodation options, including luxury hotels and apartments. Whether you choose to stay in an albergue, hotel, or with a local family, the most important thing is to find a place that will help you rest and recharge for the next day's journey. The Camino del Norte is a challenging route, but it's also incredibly rewarding. By taking the time to find the right accommodation, you'll be able to fully appreciate the beauty and spirituality of this amazing pilgrimage. So, pack your bags, lace up your boots, and get ready for an unforgettable journey along the Camino del Norte. And most importantly, approach the journey with an open heart and mind, ready to connect with fellow pilgrims and discover the rich history and culture of the Camino de Santiago. And I wish you buen camino. If you like the video, then please like and subscribe, and you will help me grow my channel.
We will be showing you what is possible if are open to eat, drink and love if you try their local foods, cheeses and wineries of El Camino de Santiago. The food you can expect to eat on the Camino de Santiago can vary depending on the route you choose and the towns and villages you pass through. However, there are some typical dishes and food options that you are likely to encounter along the way. What are some of the typical dishes examples? Pilgrim's menu. Many restaurants and cafes along the Camino offer a pilgrim's menu that typically includes 3 courses, bread, and a drink. The menu often features local dishes such as lentil soup, Spanish omelette, grilled fish, and pork stew. Tapas. In many places, you can also find small plates of food called tapas. These are typically served in bars and can include a variety of dishes such as cheese, olives, croquettes, and grilled vegetables. Bocadillos. These are sandwiches made with fresh bread and a variety of fillings such as cheese, ham, tuna, and vegetables. They are a popular option for lunch or a quick snack. Tortilla, a Spanish omelette made with potatoes and eggs. This is a popular dish for breakfast, lunch or dinner. Seafood. If you walk along the Camino del Norte, which runs along the northern coast of Spain, you can find an abundance of fresh seafood dishes. The Camino de Santiago offers a variety of regional foods and specialties that you might not find in other parts of Spain or Europe. Here are some out-of-the-ordinary foods, cheeses and wineries that you can expect to sample on the Camino. What are the out-of-the-ordinary foods to try in El Camino de Santiago? Pulpo a la gallega. This is a popular dish in Galicia, where the Camino Francés ends. It's boiled octopus served with olive oil, paprika, and salt, often served on a wooden board. Pimientos de Padrón. These are small green peppers from the town of Padrón in Galicia, usually fried and sprinkled with salt. They are a popular tapa along the Camino. Empanadas. Empanadas are savory pastries that are popular throughout Spain and Latin America, but each region has its own twist. Along the Camino, you might find Galician-style empanadas filled with tuna or cod. Caldo gallego. This is a hearty soup from Galicia made with beans, potatoes, and greens. It's often served as a starter or a main dish along the Camino. Churros con chocolate. While churros are a popular breakfast or snack throughout Spain, they are especially popular along the Camino, as a sweet treat to fuel the journey. They are often served with thick hot chocolate for dipping. Tarta de Santiago. This is a traditional Galician almond cake, often served as a dessert or snack along the Camino. These are just a few examples of the unique and delicious foods you can expect to try along the Camino de Santiago. Be sure to keep an open mind and try new things to fully experience the culture and cuisine of the different regions along the way. Are there any good wineries? Yes, there are many wineries along the Camino de Santiago, particularly in the regions of La Rioja, Navarra, and Galicia. Here are some wineries that you might encounter along the Camino. Bodegas Marques de Riscal. This winery is located in the town of El Ciego in La Rioja and is known for its modern architecture designed by Frank Gehry. They offer wine tours and tastings. Bodegas Iraqi. This winery is located in the town of Ergui in Navarra, and it's famous for its wine fountain where pilgrims can stop and have a glass of wine for free. Bodegas Franco Españolas. This winery is located in the city of Logroño in La Rioja, and has a history dating back to the 19th century. They offer wine tastings and tours of their facilities. Adega Valcar. This winery is located in the town of Portamarin in Galicia, close to the Camino Francés. They produce organic wines and offer tastings and tours. Bodegas Gómez Cruzado. This winery is located in the town of Haro in La Rioja and has a history dating back to the 19th century. They offer tours of their facilities and tastings of their wines. These are just a few examples of the wineries that you might encounter along the Camino de Santiago. Wine is an important part of the culture and cuisine of the regions along the Camino, and it's worth taking the time to visit some wineries and sample the local wines. What are their special desserts in El Camino? Yes, there are many special desserts that you can try along the Camino de Santiago. Each region along the Camino has its own traditional sweets and pastries, often made with local ingredients and recipes that have been passed down through generations. Here are some examples of special desserts you might find along the Camino. Tarta de Santiago, this is a traditional almond cake from Galicia, usually served with a dusting of powdered sugar in the shape of the Cross of Santiago. Leche frita, this is a fried milk dessert that is popular in many regions of Spain, including Navarra and Castilla y León. It's made with a mixture of milk, flour, sugar, and cinnamon, and is fried until it's crispy on the outside and creamy on the inside. Filoas, these are thin pancakes that are popular in Galicia, usually served with honey, jam, or chocolate. They are similar to crepes, but are often made with milk, eggs, and flour. Gokchua, this is a dessert from the Basque country that is made with layers of sponge cake, cream, and caramel. It's similar to a trifle or a tiramisu, and is often served in individual portions. Cuajada, this is a dessert from Navarra that is made with milk, rennet, and sugar. It's similar to a cheese custard, and is often served with honey or jam. Arroz con leche, this is a rice pudding dessert that is popular throughout Spain. It's made with milk, rice, sugar, and cinnamon, and is often served cold. Are there any special cheeses in El Camino? Yes, there are many types of cheese that you can try along the Camino de Santiago. Each region along the Camino has its own traditional cheeses, often made with local milk and using techniques that have been passed down through generations. Always ask locals for suggestions. Here are some examples of cheeses you might find along the Camino. Queso de Tetilla, this is a soft, creamy cheese from Galicia that is made with cow's milk. It has a mild flavor and is often served as a dessert cheese. Queso de Cabrales, this is a blue cheese from Asturias that is made with cow, sheep, and or goat milk. It has a strong flavor and is often crumbled over salads or served with bread. Idiazabal, this is a semi-hard cheese from the Basque country that is made with sheep's milk. It has a nutty flavor and is often grated over dishes or served on a cheese plate. Roncol, this is a hard cheese from Navarra that is made with sheep's milk. It has a sharp flavor and is often used in cooking or served as a snack. Mojon Menorca, this is a cheese from the Balearic Islands that is made with cow's milk. It has a tangy flavor and is often served as a snack or grated over dishes. Manchego, this is a cheese from Castilla-La Mancha that is made with sheep's milk. It has a nutty flavor and is often used in cooking or served on a cheese plate. What is the cheapest nutritious food I can buy if I'm totally broke? There are many nutritious foods that can be budget-friendly, depending on where you are and what's available. Here are some examples of cheap and nutritious foods. Beans and lentils, these are an excellent source of protein, fiber, and other nutrients. They are also very affordable and can be used in a variety of dishes, from soups and stews to salads and wraps. Oats are a great source of fiber and can be used to make porridge, oatmeal cookies, granola, and more. They are often very affordable and can be purchased in bulk. Eggs are a good source of protein and other nutrients. They are also relatively inexpensive and can be used in a variety of dishes, from omelets to frittatas to egg salad sandwiches. Sweet potatoes are a good source of fiber, vitamins, and minerals. They are also relatively inexpensive and can be used in a variety of dishes, from roasted sweet potatoes to sweet potato fries to sweet potato pie. Canned tuna is a good source of protein and omega-3 fatty acids. It is also relatively inexpensive and can be used in a variety of dishes, from tuna salad to tuna casserole to tuna sandwiches. These are just a few examples of cheap and nutritious foods. Be sure to look for deals and shop in bulk to save money on groceries, and consider cooking at home instead of eating out to save even more. These are just a few examples of the special pilgrims menus, desserts, cheeses and wineries you can try along the Camino de Santiago. Please subscribe to my upcoming video. If you reach this point, click the bell to get notified. Thank you again.